Hi everyone, this is Jim. Today I wanted to talk about a condition called snapback, or a technique called snapback. It's a pretty interesting and important technique. It was brought home to me recently when I lost a game because I failed to see a snapback, and then also it turned up in one of the puzzles that I was solving. That snapback was a key technique in solving the puzzles. So it seems like a useful technique to know, and I should call it out. And I want to try and emphasize it for my own benefit to see if I can understand how to quickly recognize when a snapback condition is on the board, and I can take advantage of it. So let's start out. First, let's review the co-rule. This is a situation where, for example, this group of stones here, this black stone here is surrounded by the white stones, and it's white's turn to move, and white can capture. But if you look at this configuration, there's 4 black stones here, and after white captures, there'll be 4 white stones here, and so this is completely symmetric. And now this stone is surrounded, and if black is allowed to capture back there, it would just repeat the position. So they make that move illegal, because otherwise you just go back and forth forever, and that's called co. The co rule prevents you from playing there. And so you have to play somewhere else, and then after a move or two you can play back, because the position on the board has changed. That's the key thing, is that they don't allow the position on the board to repeat. So let's look at another example. I gave an example like this when I was talking about the co-rule. That was in episode 2, Jim Plays Go 2, when I first talked about the co-rule. There's another way where if you capture more than one stone, and then black in reply only captures one stone, that's legal, because the position on the board is not the same. The previous position on the board had a black stone there, and now we don't. So we didn't repeat the position. So that is a perfectly legal capture. And so you should be careful not to think this is a co-situation. You're allowed to capture back as long as the number of stones you're capturing is different than the number of stones that got captured. So in this case, white captured 2 stones, and you capture 1 stone. So the position does not repeat. Now the snapback condition is the same as that. The difference is that the number of stones, generally when a snapback occurs when you capture more stones than are used to capture your stone. Like you give up 1 stone and capture 3 stones when you play back. That's the most common use of the word snapback. And I'll give an example of it here in the corner, because that probably wasn't very clear. So there's this complicated fight going on in the corner. Black tried to stake out some territory here, and they placed some stones in here trying to make some eyes. But white invaded, and and it looks like white is going to succeed in wiping out this territory if white maybe plays over here on h1, conquering these 2 stones, and sort of moves in slowly, wiping away black's territory one by one. But white noticed this stone here and decided to capture that one first to prevent black maybe from playing here and capturing this stone. So that move is a mistake. And the reason why is that black has a snapback after that. White plays at L1. And after that, that stone is gone, but there were 3 stones that were used to capture it. And when black plays back, he captures 3 stones. So it's not a co-condition. He can move right back into that same spot, and that's called a snapback. And this is a very good technique for black. Now he's going to be able to save these stones and, I believe, save the corner. I didn't analyze that out completely. I just wanted to play this one example. So that is the snapback. And so let's think about how a snapback can happen. It can happen when the stone that captures your stone is part of a group, so that when you snap back, you capture more than 1 stone. So that's condition number 1. It has to be part of a group that's more than 1 stone. And condition number 2 is that it has to be completely surrounded except for where the stone will play to capture your stone. So when L1 is played, you'll see this group is still completely surrounded, and its only liberty is the square where your stone was taken from. And so you can snap back right to the same spot and capture those stones. So those are the two conditions. If we back up right here, that these stones, when white plays here, it's part of a group, and it's a group that's completely surrounded, that's only capturing one stone. So you can snap back there and capture those stones. So let me show you the puzzle this turned up in, because I thought this was a very interesting puzzle, and one that I didn't get right. It's funny. So I'm using this Tsumego Pro program for my Android tablet, and it's free, so you can get it and play around. It's a lot of fun. But the problems are labeled easy, medium, and hard. I haven't even tried a hard problem. I just do easy and medium ones. And this is an easy one. and I've gotten to the point where I can solve most of the easy ones if I work at it for a bit. So I'm starting to get the hang of the easy ones. But this one I just could not, and I can't do all the easy ones yet. I don't want to give you the wrong impression, but I can get maybe 3/4 of them. So I have a good chance of solving an easy problem. And then the medium ones I work on for a while, and then I look up the answer. So this was an easy problem. And it's black's turn to play. And one thing I like about these problems is they don't tell you what's going on. So you have to kind of figure it out from the context. So I'm going to talk about this problem for a while, and then I'm going to pause, and then I'm going to give you a chance to try and solve it. So you can listen to me talk for a while, and then I'll give you a cue as to when I'm going to pause. So what is going on here? These white stones are all on the outside of the black stones. The problems are all black to play. And and this group is not connected. It's two disconnected groups, and there are no eyes yet. So this looks like this black group is fighting to survive, and it needs to make two eyes. So that's my first analysis. And then I want to just give you one clue, which you may have guessed from the topic of this video, is that to solve this problem, there's a snapback condition that you have to recognize. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say for now. If you want to try and solve this problem on your own with those two clues, this is your chance to pause the video and work on it. Okay, I'm going to give the answer away now. First of all, this one stone that white has is isolated. And if black could capture it, then black could use this to create a group with two eyes. So let's show an example. Black plays here at A12, threatening that stone, and white just tries to keep these groups cut off. It ignores the threat to the stone. Then black can capture. And now notice that white can't place a stone in here. That's a suicidal move. That's so if white tries to creep in this way, black can fill in, and you've got two eyes. There's an eye here, and there's an eye here. And so that group is completely safe. So this move A12, this is the right way to start. You need to play here to threaten that stone. And now the stone, white plays here to extend. And now, how does it go? This is the point where I started to, I got this far in my analysis, and then I started to go wrong. So let's think about this a little bit. What I was thinking was that if I play here at C11 here, I want to connect these two groups, and maybe I'll have one eye over here and have one eye over here after I capture those two stones. Then white will play in at A11, threatening my stone, and I can't play there because his group is not. So let's try and be more clear. I play at C11. White plays at A11, and now I want to. And now the stone is under threat. The stone at A12 is under threat, and I can't play to A13. That's suicide. So I thought I would play to C13, put pressure on these two stones, and try and capture them with A13. But then I saw that white could play at A13 and capture my one stone. And then I stopped there and I gave up on that line of analysis. But in fact, that is the correct line of play, and it's all because in that final position there, black has a snapback. So let's put this on the board. I play here. This is the right way to play it. So it's funny. I mean, I analyzed out the correct line, and then I stopped one step short. So white comes in here to try and grab this stone. You play at C13 to try and grab these stones, and now white can grab your stone. But look at this group that was used to make that capture. The stone on A13 made the capture, and this group is completely surrounded, so you have the snapback. And after this, there's no way that that white can prevent you from making an eye. If white goes there, you just capture that stone, and he can't even play back in. So you'll have two eyes. You'll have an eye here and an eye here, or here. But anyway, you can fill in either one of those on your next move, and white can't play in either of those squares. So that is the solution to the puzzle. And so that's why I was trying to improve my ability to recognize these snapback conditions, because I thought, well, if I recognized that was a snapback, then my well, let's say I went off on the wrong path there. If I had recognized that was a snapback, then when I analyzed this position here, I would have seen that it's safe to attack that group, because when he captures, I can snap back. So just being able to recognize the snapback should make you a better player. Anyway, let's see if I can get a game here. Okay, so my rating these days is around 19Q, I think. It's interesting, it's been floating back and forth. You know, I improve all the way to 18Q, and then I run into a bunch of really strong players that seem to be about 18Q or even lower. And then my rating drops down to the 20Q range, and then sometimes I run into some 20Q players that seem really weak, and then I gain rating points. So I think there's some flakiness with the ratings, but I'm somewhere in that range, I guess. Okay, we got a game. Yes, I'm 19Q. I get the first move. I'm going to play on the star point. Magma Chamber. That's kind of a cool name. Plays there. So I'm going to play a little off the star point here. That's what I've been playing lately. And he plays there, and then I'm going to invade. I still don't know in this position if it's proper to invade against this stone or this stone. And he's just counterattacking here. I'm going to try and protect this corner. So these stones that are on the 4-4 are pretty high up. So there's actually possibilities of invasions here. Yeah, this is a very popular move. In the larger board, in the 19 by 19 board, you can play here at D6, and then you get influence in this direction. I'll go ahead and do it. But on the smaller board, I'm not sure this is still a good move, because the amount of space you have over here is much reduced, and you're giving up a big corner down here unless you can successfully invade later. I have tried playing here first and then playing at the 3-3 point to see if I can reduce inside. But I don't know if that actually works. So I don't quite know what to do against this move here, which is pretty common. I've seen that played quite a bit. Let's see, if I just play here, he can cut these groups apart. Let's try and invade underneath a little bit. Let's see if I can get anywhere. I guess he's just going to fill in. And then if I go here, he can capture this stone. The stone on B5 has probably lost, huh? Yeah, so I don't know if that was any good. This stone is under threat, yeah, so he needs to extend there. I want to extend one more. Okay, so the question is, am I losing this group of 3 stones here? He's going to let me keep building, huh? Well, if I make it a little longer, it'll be harder to capture, I guess. And he's happy to keep building. Okay, let's try and get something against this stone. It's turning into a fight that I might lose. So he can just start spreading this way. But I can counterattack, see, this group of stones. So this stone on d3 does 2 things in a way. 1, 2, 3 liberties. Of course, he can go after this stone on b5. That's probably a weakness here. And or he can play like that, capture my stone, and I was going to put some pressure on his stone here. But I need to try and find a way to make some eyes here and make this group alive. Oh, he's making it tough on me. Okay. Yeah, okay, so this group is dead. It only has 1 liberty here. Let's connect here before I lose that stone too. And let him have those stones. So that's why I say I'm having trouble figuring out how to deal with that particular sequence of moves where he plays at the 4-4 point, and then when I try to invade, he doesn't back off, but he comes forward to c5. It seems like a good move in these cases. Okay, so he's happy. He's killed this group. This group is weak, and he can attack it later. And what's he got? He's going after these stones. He's got all this space over here. Let's is there some way I can like threaten vaguely over here? Let's keep trying to live down here and take away some of his space. He'll probably play down to k3 though, won't he? Or there, okay. So I have one kind of eye shape over here. Just need to extend a little bit this way. But he can still play down to k3. Yeah, so he's trying to take away that eye shape. Yeah, this might be a huge disaster. Big, big disaster. Well, at least he's thinking about it. That's all I can say. So he goes there. Yeah, that's interesting. This group at least is all connected out to here, so it's not going to be so easy to capture, and I still have chances of making eye space over here maybe. So the eye has been destroyed effectively unless I can come in here and win those stones, but that doesn't seem possible. Okay, so I don't need to play there. If he plays there, I will capture, and I can't play there because he will capture my stones. So what I want to do is play here into the corner. And when he threatens this stone, then I'll respond at J1. If he plays, for example, G1, I'll have to play at J1 because I want to hold on to things. Yeah, so he's still trying to kill this group. Let's see, if he plays at L2, can he really separate me? L2, he plays L2, I play M2. And then he plays L1, I can threaten that group and capture it. I play K1, this is still alive. He goes there, he goes to M1, I go to N1. So okay, so now he's threatening this group. Oh, this might be a clever move. Let's see. So if I play here, and then he plays at L1, and then I threaten it, and he plays at L2, I go to M2, he goes to L1, I play here. No, that still works. Just have to play carefully. So his group is alive over here too. I can't kill that. He's got 2 liberties here, and he also has these 2 stones he can capture. I could play here and here. That would threaten that group, actually. Well, I have to play here, here, and there. I have to make 3 moves. Yeah. So let's see if we can live over here. Maybe a L1 would allow me to live. I think it will. I think I have 2 eyes there. This eye and this eye. And then I actually can think about connecting here and threatening this group, which is a bit weak. Okay, so he invaded my corner. Yeah, that's why I said these stones at 4-4, they have this vulnerability at 3-3. This guy is too good for me. Let's see. So I don't think I have time to play this. Let's see, I play here, he just captures that stone, so it's a futile endeavor. I would have to do it somehow with tempo. Okay, so which side to go to? Maybe this side. I kind of want to strengthen over here, I guess. I have a little bit of influence in this direction. Okay, can I capture these 2 stones? I go here, he goes there. Maybe I come in here. At least it forced him to respond. Okay, the other weak group he has is here, but the problem is he just always captures those 2 stones whenever I threaten over here. So I think I can make a couple eyes by playing at D7 here, and also there's an eye against the wall, I guess. You know, I could try and attack this group by playing at A7 or A5, I guess. Okay, but he's not. He's just going there. Boy, he's not leaving me with any territory at all, this guy. He's too good. Okay, let's extend out a little bit. Okay. So, where's he going to play next? He can capture these 2 stones at any time. He can... he's trying to destroy my territory over here. Relentless. This guy is relentless. I want to play at E8. That would give me 2 eyes. This group would have an eye, and this group would have an eye, and they're both sharing both eyes. So E8 would save these groups. So he might play at E8. That might be a good move for him. But I just want to secure those groups and not have to worry that they get killed later. I think there's something about your move efficiency. If you have to play moves like that, then you may be doing something wrong. Because you're supposed to be good enough, I suppose, to see the threats coming and not respond to them until the last possible moment. So responding to these threats in advance is generally not the most efficient way to play, but sometimes, if you're going to lose track, sometimes it's a good idea. Oh gosh, he's getting a lot of space over here. He has space over here. I have a little bit of space over here, and that's about it. And he's got this corner as well. So I guess I will try and save this corner. Can I do something about these 2 stones over here? I can also attack this group, but yeah, whenever I do, he captures something. So let's do what I can. Anyway, this is what I mean by, I was rated at 18Q, and then sometimes you run into these 18Q players that are just monsters, They're You're just taking all the free points here, and didn't really give me a chance at all in this game. Never had a chance. So now he's just playing the end game out, just grabbing as many points as he can. Let's see. So I should do the same. The biggest unclaimed territory is really in the center here, so I should play somewhere out here. And I don't have any good stones in this area, and the only wall I have to work from is over here. Yeah, and that stone can get cut off. Okay, so let's see what I can do anyway. Oops, I meant to play at K7. I was going to try and threaten to come in here and threaten these stones. Pretty silly. But it's not like these stones have much of a chance to live anyway. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 3 liberties, and this group is connected now. Let's see if I can go after these 3 stones. Yeah, see, he's just spotting everything. Let's surround him, though. We will do our best. 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties. 1, 2, 3. It's just losing the race by 1. Well, I don't know. We're getting close. Let's down to 2 liberties. Yeah, I just lose by 1. By 1 stone, but that's all it takes. Unless there's a way to make a threat here. Okay, so I should finish off the last of these points here. And then pass, because there's no way for me to expand further. This point is dame. It doesn't count on either side, because either one of us could play there. It's not owned. These 2 points are mine. These points are all dame. It doesn't matter if I play in there or he plays in there. And then these points and these points are all his territory. I have a few points here and a few points here. and then he has all of these. These 2 stones are dead, and he has these. So unless there's a way to go after this group, this has got a lot of liberties though. So I'm going to pass here. Also, notice how he managed his time. He did a good job of managing his time as well. He used up all of the time. And he's going to keep playing. That's unnecessary. Because the computer program will remove the stones for you. So he won by a huge score, 52-14. He had more territory, he had more prisoners, and he had the five points of Comey. And you can see these were registered as Dame. Oh, okay, those got counted as his territory, so I could have filled in there and gained a point, I guess. So let's look at his record just to see if he's a solid 18Q player. Or yeah, see, he's on his way up. He's improved to 18Q. So maybe he's just sort of passing through and he's on his way to the next level. But anyway, good game, and I should be polite here. And I will see you again later. Bye.